This is the Positionless podcast. Today we got a lot to talk about. Thunder up 3-2. Knicks up 3-1. Jason Tatum goes down with the injury. We got the Mavs getting the first pick in the draft.
Cavs eliminated.
Cavs are out. Pacers upset.
Timberwolves up 3-1.
Yeah, with no Curry. See if they can close it out tonight.
Yes, sir.
What you got today for me?
Yeah, before we get into any of that, I got a quiz for you today. You know, going into the offseason, we might see some trades where you're going to see some picks that it's going to be like 5-6 years from now. And you're going to be like, man, I wonder who those picks are going to turn out to be, if they're going to be anything meaningful. And today we're going to go back and look at some past trades where you definitely might have thought that. And I want to see if you can guess who that pick ended up being in some of these major trades, brother.
Okay.
So, let me set the scene for you here. In 2021, James Harden was traded from the Rockets to the Brooklyn Nets. The Rockets received Karis LeVert, 3 first-round picks, 4 first-round pick swaps, Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum. Who did that 2022 first-round pick from Brooklyn turn into for Houston?
The 2022 pick?
Yes, sir.
Was it Jabari?
No.
Okay. Was it Tari?
It was Tari.
Had to be one of them.
Okay, yeah, that was one of the easier ones. There's a couple easier ones, then there's a couple ones that are going to be very difficult.
Okay.
So, next one for you. In 2019, Clippers, of course, traded for Paul George. They gave up Shea and a slew of picks, but there was a 2022 first-round pick from LA. Who did that end up being?
2022 pick that LA selected?
No. From LA to the Thunder.
To the Thunder. Was that Case and Wallace?
Nope.
So many young guys on that team.
Yes, there is.
It wasn't Chet. 2022 first round pick?
Yes, sir.
Aaron Wiggins?
Nope.
No. Trying to think 2022, so it was probably a mid to late first round pick because the Clipper was pretty decent at that time. Was it Jalen Williams? J. Will?
No.
Okay. That wasn't J Dub, was it?
It was J-Dub.
It was J-Dub.
Yeah. J-Dub,
Oh, wow.
it was, I believe, the number 12 pick.
I would have figured that pick would have been like 19, 20 range.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
What a steal.
Yeah.
Getting Shea and J-Dub.
Shea and J. I mean, they got a bunch of other guys, I feel like, too, that I didn't mention. But
Yeah.
fun one here. Kyrie to Boston in 2017. They got Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, some bum, and a Nets 2018 first-round pick.
That was Jaylen Brown, wasn't it?
That was not Jaylen Brown. That Jaylen Brown came from the Kevin Garnett trade.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was it Tatum?
Nope. 2018, brother. The draft was 2018. Tatum was drafted way before that. And Brown.
I feel like 7 years is good for both of them. I feel like they've been in the league for about 7 years.
Maybe. I don't know. But the Cavs made this pick, brother.
Oh, the Cavs made this pick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tripping.
Yeah, this was Kyrie got traded for Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and a first-round pick.
Is this guy still on the team?
No.
Okay. 2018 pick for the Cavs.
Yep.
From Boston. I'm just trying to think if Boston was any good this year to think like what pick range this would be.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been in the league for 7 years. This guy, I'm guessing he probably got traded from the Cavs or just they let him walk, I guess. Who could this have been?
Yeah, this is a tough
It's not
one.
Ice,
I don't know if
you
this.
said he wasn't on the team.
I'm pretty sure this guy's only played for 2 teams, but you definitely, I feel like, don't think Cavs when you think of this guy. So.
Can you tell me what pick range? Was it like middle?
It was I believe it was lottery.
Oh, it was a lottery selection.
Later lottery.
The Cavs in 2018. That's a good one. Shit, you got me stumped here.
Okay. What kind of hint do you want? Like, do you want his position?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Like, what position range is he?
He's a combo guard.
Combo guard.
Yeah.
Colin Sexton.
Yes, sir. Colin Sexton. Good guess.
Completely forgot about him.
Another guy you could have guessed was KPJ. I believe he was drafted around the same time by the Cavs.
He was drafted by the Cavs?
Yeah, he was drafted by the Cavs. It was definitely later on. I don't know why I said around the same time, but he was drafted by the Cavs, yeah.
Definitely not a guy I think.
One you
Cavs.
should be familiar with here, Nikola Vucevic in 2021 was traded to the Chicago Bulls for
Franz
Wendell
Wagner.
It is Franz Wagner.
I'm a Bulls
already.
fan.
Okay, that was the
You
2021
don't got to
pick.
torment me anymore with that trade.
We got a complicated one here now.
Okay.
The Atlanta Hawks acquired the number 4 pick in the NBA draft in, I believe, I don't remember the year, but it was DeAndre Hunter. It was like 2017, maybe. Maybe a little bit later. 2019.
Yeah.
From the Pelicans for the number 8, number 17, and number 35 picks in a trade before the draft. In a separate trade, it's kind of a part of it, but the Hawks sent Solomon Hill, a number 57 pick, and a future second-round pick to Atlanta as part of the exchange. Atlanta also sent a heavily protected Cleveland first-round pick in 2020 to the Pelicans. That is the pick that is important.
Okay.
That pick conveyed into a second-round pick in the next year. So this is a 2021.
Jose Alvarado.
No, okay. Pelicans second-round pick.
Herb Jones?
Yes, brother.
He was a second-round pick, really?
Yes. That's kind of a pull. Yeah, 35th pick. It's just funny because that Cleveland pick was just such a throw-in randomly at the end of this trade. A heavily protected Cleveland first-round pick. Didn't even convey into a first-round pick, so.
Hey, great draft job from the Pelicans.
Great draft from
Making
the Pelicans.
Something out of nothing there.
Really,
pivotal
it's
building
funny
block for them
because
right
when
now.
they traded number 4 for number 8 and 17 and 35 and, you know, this other shit, they drafted Jackson Hayes.
At number 8?
At number 8, yeah.
That's crazy. They should have just kept number 4.
I mean, DeAndre Hunter wouldn't have been much better, but I don't remember that draft class too much.
Hey, he's much better than Jackson Hayes. I'll tell you that.
That
now,
is
at least.
That's for sure. We got an older one and a real complicated one here. In 2015, the Phoenix Suns traded Goran Dragic to the Miami Heat. The Heat received Dragic, Danny Granger, Norris Cole,
Danny Granger,
a couple other bums, and 2 first-round picks, one from 2017 and a top 7 protected from 2018. Those picks ended up conveying in 2019. Who did they draft with the number 6 pick in that draft?
In 2019?
Yes.
The Miami Heat?
No, the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, the Phoenix Suns.
The Phoenix Suns got that for Goran Dragic.
It wasn't Bender. Bender was a top 3 pick. It wasn't Dragan Bender.
I think I misspoke, by the way. The Heat traded Dragic and his brother for Danny Granger, Norris Cole, a couple of bums, and 2 first-round picks.
So the Suns made the selection, though.
The Suns made the selection.
The 6th pick in 2019.
The 6th
I'm
pick
getting
in
wing
2019.
vibes. I'm getting.
I'll tell you right now.
Wing vibes. Is that right?
He never played a minute for the Suns, but we got another guy who he was traded for. So I'll let you guess that at another moment.
Am I right with the wing though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
He never played a minute for the Suns.
Nope.
In 2019, did he end up on the Thunder?
No.
Wait, who did Chris? Is it involved Chris Paul at all? Does it involve that? Okay, I thought maybe it would involve the Chris Paul trade, but I think that's a little early.
No, this is a 2019 first-round pick from the Suns. Yeah. High lottery. Didn't play a minute for him, but they drafted him.
I was about to say Cam Johnson, but you're saying he didn't play a minute. So did he get traded, I'm guessing? Or was he a draft and stash guy?
He got traded.
Okay. That's why I was originally thinking Chris Paul deal. But I'm trying to think what kind of deals we're making.
This eventually turned into a massive asset. Okay, let me say. What they traded for at 6. Okay, so at 6 they drafted
selected someone.
They selected someone at 6, traded for another draft pick. And then that draft pick was traded for a massive asset at one time.
Okay. For the Suns?
Yes.
So it was Kevin Durant, obviously.
Track it further back, brother. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get this one, to be honest.
2019.
This bro was a bum. I don't think this guy ever got a second contract, and he was the number 6 pick, and he was
That's kind
traded
of crazy.
for.
So
Yep.
he's like completely out of the league right now.
I haven't seen him in a motherfucking jersey in a long time.
You know what
bro.
college you went to?
That is where I'm stumped. I feel like it's UNLV or for some reason, but I'm just thinking that for bust reasons.
No,
but it's not.
UNLV. For some reason, Noah Vonleh popped in my head.
It's not. It's not Noah Vonleh. He's sooner than that. He was a high lottery pick though.
Yeah.
I believe by the Blazers, but
Is it like fuck?
It's
he
a
like
wing,
small
brother.
forward though.
Yeah,
Small
it's like a
forward, power
2-3,
forward?
2-3.
2-3. Okay.
It's a wing. Come on, par fours ain't wings.
Nowadays, you never know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but this is 20.
Pascal Siakam's kind of a wing. Power forward.
I mean, I guess I see what you're saying there.
Damn, this one's got me stumped. Was it the hardest one you would say?
Oh, for sure. This is the final.
The 6
one as
overall
well.
pick in 29. Like I feel like I
You should
could
know
remember
this.
the pick.
He was
He's
traded.
just so irrelevant that it's just like
So irrelevant. I don't think he ever was good ever
damn.
in the NBA. Like I don't even think he had like a good game.
That's crazy. Not one good game in the NBA.
Not that I can fucking recall.
So he got drafted in 2019.
Yep.
Didn't play a minute.
Nope.
So he got traded that offseason or that draft
He got traded on draft night for another
for another pick,
pick, which
a later pick.
yes. You already said his name.
Cam Johnson.
Yes. And that was the one I was going to ask you next. Who was that?
Because I remember he got drafted really high, and everyone was shocked.
They traded number
So
6.
they traded back for Cam Johnson.
They traded number 6. Okay.
Damn.
So they picked at 6 and then traded back to pick 11. Who
If
I
you
was going to
can-
ask you who that was. That was Cam Johnson.
So I'm connecting the dots. I just gotta figure out who this player is.
Yeah.
If you can
You
can
got
find
all
out
the
what
hints.
college, confirm what college that might give me a hint. It might not. But
I feel like it's like Vanderbilt or something, but I haven't. Oh, maybe it's like Baylor.
Baylor, shit. The only person that comes to mind is Torian Prince from Baylor.
Oh, Texas Tech. That's why I was thinking. Red.
Jarrett Culver.
Yes, Jarrett Culver.
Oh my God! I remember he got picked. And I'm like, that guy's a bust because I was watching him in the national championship game. And I'm like, I do not like this guy's game.
Yeah, Jarrett Culver.
Yeah, that guy was ass.
So, to sum it up, though, the Suns got Kevin Durant for Goran Dragic. That's all I'm saying.
The Suns fleeced.
The Suns got, Danny Granger, Norris Cole. No, I'm sorry. The Heat.
What the fuck are the Heat doing in that trade? I mean, Goran Dragic was an all-star.
Yeah, he was putting up like 18 at that point, bro.
But they had the 6th pick?
No.
Or
You
they
don't
had the
understand.
11th pick when they
No.
traded back?
No. The trade happened in 2015. The Suns traded Goran Dragic
Okay.
and his brother to the Miami Heat in exchange for Danny Granger, Norris Cole, couple bums, and 2 first-round picks. And they conveyed in 2019.
Okay, yeah.
The Suns drafted Culver at 6, and then traded Culver to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I remember he played for the Timberwolves.
Yes, for the 11th pick, which of course was Cam Johnson, who ended up getting
Suns
traded
fleeced.
for Kevin Durant. Suns did fleece in that deal. I mean, let's be honest. It's not like they got a lot back player-wise. I think that was kind of the point, though, is for the draft picks, and they had to match contracts there.
Trade
So-
back and draft a better player.
Yeah, I mean,
assets.
I don't know why Minnesota would want Jarrett Culver, but
They thought he'd be what Ant is now.
nah, that's actually a fact. They definitely did. But do you want to talk about some of the more miscellaneous stuff, or you want to get right into our like playoff risers, playoff droppers?
Hey, let's just say, speaking of Ant,
Speaking of Ant, yeah,
they're cooking the Warriors right now.
bro put up what was it like 16 points in the third quarter?
He was cooking, hitting multiple threes.
I mean, the Warriors were playing pretty staunchy defense, but as soon as he was able to like really start penetrating in that third quarter, they were unstoppable. I think they went on like a 17-point run.
Yeah.
And basically was over from there. So
And if we're talking about playoff risers, playoff droppers, we can just go by series, I feel like. For me,
I thought we were gonna do
I don't have them listed in order.
neither do I, but
I just want to say I'm not sure if I want to call him a playoff dropper, but Jimmy's got to be more aggressive, especially with Steph out.
he was
He only
someone
attempted 9 shots last.
he was someone that I had in my short list that I eventually ended up cutting off because I was like, I don't want to call him a dropper just yet, but he has been really lukewarm
And
these
it's
playoffs,
2-1.
you know.
You're at home, and you attempt 9 shots.
Yeah, and Steph's out and you attempt 9 shots. It's just kind of you got to be more aggressive.
Exactly.
Are we calling Ant a playoff riser?
You know, I think he's stayed where he's at.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's been pretty consistent.
Someone on that team that has risen up, and I think even last year shown it too, is McDaniels.
Facts.
Averaging more points, more efficient.
I have the exact stats.
Yeah.
In the regular season, he was averaging 12, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting 47% from the field, 33% from 3 on about 3 attempts. In the playoffs, he's averaging 16, 6, 2 assists, 37% from the field. So that fell a bit, but he's shooting damn near 40% from 3. And that's been a lot for the Timberwolves who need that spacing. So definitely shout out Jaden McDaniels as a playoff riser so far.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if I want to call this guy a playoff riser either, but Rudy Gobert's defense has been actually very, very insane this season. This series.
But let's not act like the Warriors have such a paint presence that
he is slowing Jimmy down though.
Yeah.
Like
Jimmy has not been hard to slow down in these playoffs.
That's true.
No, let me stop. Statistically, Jimmy's technically been a riser still. I mean, he's been putting up more
what
points.
He did in the regular season.
Yeah, for the most part. But
just watching the game, he'll get to the rim. I'm not sure if it's because Rudy Gobert is such a paint presence down there. Obviously he is, but he's getting to the rim and just passing it out to Pods and Buddy. At some point, you got to go up with the shot, be aggressive, and not rely on your teammates that aren't all-stars like you are.
Yeah. I don't disagree at all. Let's talk about the Nuggets, though, man.
What Aaron a great Gordon. Game that Game 5 was.
Well, I mean, the game before the overtime game, Aaron Gordon had that game-tying fucking 3. Talk about a playoff riser.
Oh, yeah.
Brothers putting up 18, 8, and damn near shooting 50, 40, 90. I mean, not the free throws, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, 40% from 3.
He was shooting 43% from the field or from 3 in the regular season. But, yeah, shooting fucking 40% from 3 in the playoffs on damn near 5 attempts. And just being fucking clutch. Just being
if
clutch,
we're talking
man.
about playoff risers, this guy is number 1 right now for these playoffs.
Andrew Nembhard's right there.
Nembhard, yes, of course. He's showing that last playoff, too. That guy's a certified playoff riser.
Certified, stamped and fucking signed, brother.
But, yeah, can't say enough about what Aaron Gordon's done for this team.
No, not at all. And, I mean, Jokic rises to the moment. But, like, there's a lot of games where he just kind of he not necessarily takes them off, but
he just bad shooting performances a couple times. I mean, last game he had like 40.
44.
Hit that crazy turnaround 3 to tie the game.
360 no scope. Fucking.
Yeah, green. But then they gave up a wide open 3 to J-Dub the next possession.
Yeah.
Which kind of cooked them.
The Nuggets, they've had some real chances to win these last 2 games, but it's just like missed free throws in game 4. Yeah. Really fucked them over at the end there.
Yep.
They need to grow up. I mean, the Thunder, the Nuggets. Yeah. I mean, I'm just joking, but like, of course, the Thunder, we're watching them grow up, but like, it feels like the Nuggets need to. They're kind of beating themselves here a little bit.
Yeah.
As talented as the Thunder are, not taking anything away from them, but I do think the Nuggets had a real chance to win this series until they went down.
They still have a chance.
They do have a chance, of course. I'm never going to count.
In Denver.
If there's anything about these playoffs, I'm not counting anybody out, bro. Some teams have fucking won that I had no thought in my mind that they had a chance. The Knicks, the fucking Pacers, man.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, I don't know if he's a playoff riser. He's fucking clutch,
He's been very, very clutch.
Extremely clutch. I mean, he doesn't miss game winners if you give him the chance. Like
all the big shots, too. I think that Pacers team is just built for the playoffs. We've seen it.
It's the depth of the wings, man.
Yeah.
They constantly can get a fresh fucking wing out there that can do everything on the floor for them. Score, put the ball on the floor a little bit, play great perimeter defense. And I like how the wings that you can mix and match, man.
That's a great point.
fantastic team, and of course you have Tyrese to run the offense and Pascal to be that shoulder to lean on sometimes. And
Yeah.
Miles Turner's been
The whole team's just playing
yeah.
great playoff basketball. Like, I don't think there's anybody in that team that's like, one time I could look at and be like, wow, they're really selling this game or they're having a bad game. Like,
The Pacers Knicks
they
Eastern
don't
Conference
force
Finals
anything.
is going to be like
I
that
think they
shit
match up
was
perfectly.
like the least expected, but my like most anticipated series so far in these playoffs because the deep rivalry that goes on, how well they match up.
I think they just match up so, they're just so alike.
They are very
Brunson,
alike.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
The Pacers obviously have more depth, but when you have the clutchest player in the league, Jalen Brunson, we're going to see if that depth matters.
And you have Tom Thibodeau who doesn't care about depth.
Exactly.
Uh,
But, yeah, no. You're talking about missed free throws. I remember watching that game, Cavs, Pacers. Cavs
Yeah.
needed to win to stay alive. Mitchell got fouled on a three-pointer with a minute left. He missed all 3 free throws.
Yeah, not clutch.
No,
But
I mean,
he has been a bit of a riser as well.
yeah. You can't, at the end of the day, you can't blame Mitchell for
No,
the series loss,
you can't.
especially playing on that bum ankle.
I feel like I said it in the regular season, like when the stats weren't there. He was kind of coasting a little bit,
Yeah.
but in these playoffs, he's averaging damn near 30 points on 46% from the field, 35% from three on 9 attempts a game. He's putting up like a few more threes than he would in the regular season. I just Donovan Mitchell's fun to watch. It's tough that we won't get to see him anymore in these playoffs, so
Yeah.
had to give him some flowers.
Unlucky for the Cavs with all the injuries going on. You could tell Garland wasn't 100%.
For sure. We got to jump back to this Minnesota series, though, because I forgot someone, man.
Yeah.
Julius fucking Randle, bro.
Yeah.
Julius Randle in these playoffs averaging 23 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting 35% from 3 on almost 6 attempts. He really takes over the offense when Ant isn't having a fantastic game, like in the first half of, was it Game 6 or Game 5 or Game 4, whatever it was. It was Game 4. Is Curry back tonight?
I don't think so.
No? I saw he was questionable, I'm pretty sure, but
Not that I've seen. I'd be surprised if he plays.
you think he's coming back Game 6 if they...
If they win, he better fucking come back.
Yeah, I don't even think they're going to win, though.
Nah, I don't either.
But yeah, just wanted to show love to Julius Randle because I think he was kind of looked at as a playoff dropper because what he did in New York, he had 2 bad series out there, and just glad to see that he's hooping out of his mind over there.
The fact that he's not a playoff dropper automatically makes him a playoff riser. Completely changed the narrative.
He has risen his game to a higher level in these playoffs, though, so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, playing legit playoff basketball, doing what the team needs him to do.
Yeah. Who do you want to talk about, though?
Some playoff risers that I have talked about: Nemhard, Halliburton, obviously.
Nemhard, though, bro.
I mean, he just does what?
50% from 3
Yeah,
in these playoffs.
insane efficiency.
And he was shooting 29% from 3 in the regular season.
That shit doesn't matter for him.
On only like 2 attempts, but now he's shooting 50% from 3 on 4 attempts.
He's one of those guys where the teams are going to leave him open, and he's going to make you pay pretty much every time. He's not like a guy where that 29%, that's fake as fuck.
It's fake as fuck, but brother, that's what he shot. Like,
Yeah. He was only getting 28, 29 minutes in the regular season. I feel like now he's...
playing a lot more.
Rick Carlisle is just such a great coach where he'll
He is
play
a
the
damn good
guys
coach.
where
He's underrated.
if they're hot, if they're having a great game, he's going to keep them in there and let them play. Some underrated guy that I think has been huge is Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks.
I like that.
I don't think it's any crazy stats, but when he's on the floor, you can tell that's why the Celtics had to take so many threes.
Yeah. Live or die by the 3, man. And I mean, right now they're living.
Yeah, who would have thought that even without the Tatum injury, like prayers up to Tatum, that shit, nobody wanted to see that happen, obviously.
Yeah.
Even without that, though.
Even if this thumbnail
the
has an
Knicks-
embarrassing picture of Tatum on it, potentially, we haven't decided yet. You know, I might feel a little bit bad about putting it up there, but it made you click. I'm kidding.
But,
Prayers up to Tatum because that shit was hard to watch.
yeah.
Might be cooked for next year, too, unless they make a finals run. But
Hey, the whole Celtics roster might be cooked with the amount of people they have to pay.
I thought they paid everybody last year.
They paid Drew Holiday. Obviously, Tatum and Brown is locked up. Who knows what's going to happen with Porzingis? I think Horford's
I was
probably
about to say
retire.
Horford's out.
Yeah, Horford's out. Just if you want any depth at all, I think that someone's going to have to go. And at the end of the day, I'd rather keep Derek White over Drew Holiday at this point.
I mean,
and Porzingis, too.
I agree. Derek White's a certified playoff riser right now. So
Big changes coming to that team. Peyton Pritchard. How are you going to pay Peyton Pritchard? He's going to warrant a big contract after what happened.
who's going to pay Peyton Pritchard? The Nets?
Some team is going to pay him $20 million a year at least.
Hey, man, Peyton, come out and play in Houston, brother.
Y'all got Reed Shepard.
It's all right.
Y'all do not need Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, we do, because Freddie's
Who'd you
out.
rather have, Freddie or Peyton Pritchard?
Freddie's gone, bro.
They're going to have a similar contract market, I feel like.
Yeah, but like if we can use Freddie in a deal, you know.
Hey,
Freddie's got a fat contract.
Speaking
to use in
of
a deal.
deals,
Talk to me.
I feel like 1, 2, and the third pick in the draft could get traded.
Let's just slip into this lottery conversation for a minute.
Just a little bit lottery conversation.
I don't think the Mavs are going to trade. I think they came out and said they're not going to trade it.
Yeah, that's what they say to get that value up if someone
There's
wants
no
it.
fucking this saying you're not going to trade it isn't going to get that value up. It's fucking Cooper Flag. It's value.
No, I don't think they're
going
to trade it either. I think they'd be
I mean,
stupid if they would
imagine
trade
if they traded it for like
Nico
Giannis
Harrison at the
though,
end of the
bro. Imagine if they traded it for like Giannis though.
Yeah.
That's a
be stupid
guaranteed
as fuck.
championship.
No, you don't think so. That's a guaranteed championship.
Kyrie, AD, and Giannis.
First of all, Kyrie's not going to be fully healthy
Yeah,
next
you're right.
year.
So
Goes
AD
towards
and
Achilles,
Giannis,
he's
though?
35. You think that's a guaranteed championship? Just
I
those
don't
two?
know, brother. It's pretty fucking
With
disgusting.
Max Christie and
It's pretty disgusting.
Spencer
Max
Dinwiddie
Christie
has
played
their-
pretty damn good last year.
no, he is.
Kyrie comes back for the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
He's not going to be
All
fully
I'm
healthy.
saying-
Kyrie
It
Irving, though.
don't matter, brother. It's
Then
Kyrie
AD
Irving.
is going to fucking tear his shoulder and boom, it's going to be fucking just Giannis out
all
there.
I'm saying.
He's about to go to the oldest team in the
all
league again.
I'm saying
No,
is that
would be
don't look
dirty.
too fucking bad on my fucking.
It would be
book,
dirty.
brother.
That team fully healthy.
Yeah, it would. But they might have to trade Kyrie contractually. I don't know what you need to get a Giannis contract from the Mavs roster. Maybe it's just something.
Could be like
Like-
PJ Washington, another contract filler, then bring a third team in there.
Speaking of the Bucks, though, if you're the Bucks, like, would you rather trade? Would you rather somehow get a 3-team deal going and get the Pelicans involved so you can get your own picks back, or do you want a boatload of picks from a Rockets or a Thunder, or do you want to be in control of your own future by trading for your own picks back?
I mean, that would be great.
Like, I think I saw something interesting about the Spurs would trade number 2 to the Pelicans. Number 7 goes to the Bucks.
They have the 7th pick as well?
The Pelicans have the 7th
Okay.
pick. And then wait. Yeah, 7. No, I'm sorry. 7 goes to the. What the fuck was it again?
So number 2 goes to the Pelicans.
Yeah, but I feel like it was number 2 goes to the. No. Because if you want your own picks back, you can't get number 2. So that's what it is. Number 2 goes to the Pelicans.
Being honest.
Number 2 goes to the Pelicans. All your own picks from the Pelicans, because they have like 3 more of our future picks from the Drew Holiday trade, go back to the Bucks, and number 7 goes to the Bucks as well. And then of course the Spurs get Giannis, and the rest of the contracts, get figured out in the.
Yeah.
If you're the Bucks, are you demanding a Stephon Castle?
I'm demanding.
Number 2 and Stephon?
Yeah, you're trading Giannis Antetokounmpo at the end of the day. There's going to be, I mean, if they do decide to trade him, like all they said was they're exploring options, but it feels like he's going to get traded, but there's going to be a market.
Oh, for sure. There's going to be a bidding war. There has to be.
Yeah.
Can't have another
Nico
Luka
Harrison
situation.
ain't fucking managing the Bucks. He ain't going to keep it a secret. But
Nah, there would definitely be a large bidding war.
what I wouldn't hate, though, is like a Rockets deal where, say, they do get a bunch of young talent and they could stay relatively competitive, but they also get, like, the Suns picks. So you still get a bad team where you're going to get good to decent picks and you still get young
But
players.
if we're
and be a
giving up the
decent
Suns
team.
picks, what kind of players would the Bucks want in return? Like, 'cause those Suns picks are fucking valuable.
Yeah. but I still need
Especially because they're trading
Reed,
KD.
Cam, and fucking one Jalen Green.
I
Or
feel like it'd
Bari.
have to
Probably
be
Bari because
Sengun, man.
Bari or Sengun, probably a big man because you're getting Giannis. You don't think Sengun and Giannis play? I feel like Sengun can hit him with the passes.
I just don't love Sengun's not a good enough shooter, man. Bari can fucking.
No, he's not. But I mean,
Bari
he can
play
stretch the
five,
floor
bro.
though.
Bari can play 5.
Bari's not going to play 5 for a whole year though. He's not. He's like 22,
So,
23. He's not
Steven
that
Adams
bulky
is
yet.
4.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
But Steven Adams, you're saying Sengun can't shoot threes, like
Oh, I get that. But
Steven
Steven
Adams
Adams
can't
does
space
the
it at
dirty
all.
work, brother. Alperen Sengun, as much as I love you, brother, you don't do the dirty work.
no. But if Giannis
We
comes to
need-
the team,
We need
a
a
man's a
fucking.
dirty work guy.
Are you? They might
Dylan Brooks is a
fucking.
dirty work
They
guy.
might demand a men
Yeah,
instead of
Yeah,
anything.
they could.
Like, you
I
trading
would if I'm the
Giannis, bro.
Bucks. Yeah,
Like,
you gotta think about it. He's in the prime of his career.
yeah, for the most part, and he's got years under his contract. I'm pretty sure, and he's the fucking greatest thing to ever grace Milwaukee. So, it's gonna take a lot to give him up for sure.
Probably will be the greatest return for a trade.
Ever?
Yeah, because with the KD shit, it was trade deadline, and it's not like he was under contract for a huge amount of time.
You talking about the Brooklyn Nets thing?
Yeah,
That was just like turmoil.
Exactly.
Insane amount of it. Like, no, we're not going to trade you, and then trade you out of nowhere. Even though I feel like it was he demanded a trade, they said no.
well, it was after Kyrie demanded it, and
yeah,
he
but
kind of
then
said, "Fuck that."
they said no, and then they kind of agreed that they were going to stick it out, and then he randomly gets traded.
Yeah,
So it was a bit weird. So
and then he was the biggest superstar that we've seen traded until the Luka shit happened, and
the Luka fucking shit is retarded.
we all know what that is. So you're trading a top
Corruption
3
to
player
get
in the
fucking
league.
Cooper Flag, bro.
Do you believe that?
Low-key, it's hard fucking not to at this point. Because, like,
Nah,
there's just no fucking way. Because
Just
no,
coincidence,
at
bro.
the same time that you couldn't have predicted the Mavs were going to miss the playoffs. 'Cause
exactly.
if AD and
they
Kyrie
fucking
were
rig
healthy, they were a
Kyrie
playoff
fucking
team.
tearing his Achilles. Like,
I mean, but at the same time, Nico could have been like, "Hey boys, do you want fucking Cooper Flag or not?"
oh, so Kyrie just gonna come back
Come
first
sit
game of the
out.
season? Like, boys, crazy. I did the Aaron Rodgers method. I'm healthy.
no.
Exactly.
Obviously, I don't
exactly.
think he didn't get injured or injured himself or whatever the fuck I'm saying, but
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's just a little bit fucking fishy.
It
that
is.
You trade the fucking one of the biggest superstars
they
to the
got blessed
biggest
for some
market
reason.
for no fucking reason, other than
I mean, the man can't play defense.
I mean, that's not wrong, but it's just it feels fishy to me, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe it at the end of the day,
I don't know, bruh.
just because. I mean,
Adam Silver calls you up and says, "If you trade Luka, we'll give you Cooper Flag. You still get AD. Yeah, you can't get any of the Lakers
I'm
picks.
keeping Luka, bro.
You
Fuck
can't
that.
get any of the Lakers
Bro,
picks. You can't
Cooper
get
Flag
Reeves.
is not like a number 1 guy in the league. I think he's gonna be like
Really?
maybe the best player on a team, like a 1A. Probably he's like a really, really good number 2.
You don't
in my
think
opinion.
he can be like the best player
unless
on a
he
championship
unless he
team?
has like a great supporting cast around him. Obviously, like you need that to be a championship team. I don't see him being like a top 5 player in the league like a Giannis though. He's not gonna be that dominant.
Nah,
Maybe probably like a
I mean,
Tatum,
I was gonna say he's more of the Tatum mold, but
Paolo.
Tatum Paolo mold, but
We haven't
like
seen their peaks yet, but
he could always slip into that LeBron James mold though.
yeah, you never know.
Like he could grow 2 more inches and become a Giannis. He could fucking pack on fucking 40 pounds of muscle and become a fucking AD. Like
No. He's much more of a shooter than either of those guys.
I'm just saying, like
He could if that's the route he takes, but
you
he
just
won't.
don't know. Like
Yeah, you
could
don't.
come fucking
19.
KD, bro. Like
Yeah, you're
I
right.
think the thing about Cooper Flag is he has so many tools that he could add to his game, and like
And
he
he has
has the
already,
fucking
yeah.
physical tools to do it.
Yeah,
And he already is a fucking killer defensively,
yeah,
and he's a bucket. So
yeah. He's got everything right now.
he really does. I don't know. I think it's wild to say that you don't think he's going to be a number 1 player on a championship
Yeah, maybe
team.
I'm probably bugging. Honestly, I'm probably tripping.
Did I just knock mad shit over?
Pause.
Yeah, hold up. We'll just go from.
Right.
I don't know. Where were we? Talking about Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
You don't think he's gonna be a generational level talent?
Nah, he at the end of the day he probably could. There's nothing in his game that says that he can't.
Yeah.
But Luka Doncic.
Yeah, Luka Doncic. It's different when it's proven.
Yeah.
Do you think the Sixers trade from number 3?
I mean,
Same situation where Daryl Morey said he's not gonna, but
yeah. Honestly, if I'm them, I wouldn't. You do have a nice young core building with Maxey, McCain.
Ace Bailey.
Say you get Ace Bailey.
A lot of people don't like Ace Bailey.
He's a project for sure. I mean, not a project, but the guy only shoots the ball. That's all he does. And if you're going to be that type of guy, you got to be able to be a legit scorer.
Do you want to add Brandon Ingram to this fucking squad?
No, I don't.
That's what Ace Bailey is.
Shit, maybe. I don't see Brandon Ingram. He doesn't have the ball handling like Ingram does.
So he's a worse Brandon Ingram.
He's just shoot the ball. He's going to make it over you. He's going to shoot over you.
Yeah.
And make it. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
But
man,
the Spurs,
The Celtics got the motherfucking stars out tonight. I saw Dave Portnoy, Timothy Chalamet.
Hey, he's there for the Knicks, bro.
I know. He's there for the Knicks.
But the Spurs, though, they jump up to number 2. That's probably like the least talked about thing because of the whole Maverick situation.
If the Spurs got the number 1 pick, I would have been fucking pissed. Let me just say,
I wouldn't.
Out of all the fucking Texas teams, number 1 and number 2 go to fucking Dallas and San Antonio.
Also got like 10.
They dropped the fucking spot.
Hey, still.
Nah, I wanted Cooper fucking Flag.
You were the number 2 seed in the West.
I
and you
wanted
have a top
Cooper
10
fucking
pick,
Flag.
bro.
We didn't
My
fucking trade Luka
team's been
Doncic.
mediocre for 15 years, my whole life.
That's on y'all.
And we got the 12th pick again.
They
I
traded
don't want to hear no complaining
Luka
from the Rockets,
Doncic,
bro. I don't want to hear no complaining.
They traded Luka Doncic. And
Yeah,
they
got
got
blessed
fucking
for no
Cooper
reason.
Flag.
They got blessed for no reason.
The Spurs get fucking number Dylan Harper, basically, or
They
Giannis.
have to trade that shit.
You think so?
Bro, you're going to have Dylan Harper, Fox, Castle, Vassell.
Yeah, it is way
You're
too
gonna
many
have a
guards.
4-guard core.
But shit, man. Maybe you fucking ship out 2 of those guys. And
No,
you take
because
Harper
Giannis and
instead.
Wemby are the perfect fucking fit.
Yeah, but how does
Along
Fox
with
fit
Fox?
into that?
What do you mean?
Nah,
Why are you acting like Fox can't shoot nowadays?
he can shoot. He can definitely shoot, but he's not a shooter.
No, but
That's not what he likes to do.
he can play make for both of them.
Giannis don't need no motherfucking playmaker. Let's get that straight.
He needs someone to throw him lobs, though. He doesn't need it. At the end of the day, he doesn't need it. But
he needs
it'd
someone
be nice.
to give him the motherfucking ball to ISO.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Giannis here.
Yeah. I mean, Giannis and
That's a
Wemby
perfect fit,
is
though.
intriguing for sure. But I don't know, man.
What you mean you don't know?
God,
Number 1 defense in the NBA with both of them.
As a Rockets fan, I hope it doesn't happen.
That's what it's
shit's
looking
just
like,
fucking
though.
freaky, bro. Like, nah, as a Bucks fan, do
That
it.
you get a huge
Get
haul.
Dylan Harper. He's pretty fucking damn good.
Dylan Harper
either
plus Castle
I was gonna say you either get all the Hawks picks and
and the
fucking
Hawks pick.
Devin
You're trading
Vassell.
Giannis on to
I don't know if they get Castle, man.
Okay, well, you're still getting...
But even if I'm the Spurs, like I
With
might
the Spurs, I'm
prefer
giving up
trading
Castle, number 2 and some Hawks picks. You prefer trading Castle?
If I have Giannis, yeah, I'd probably want Vassell out there.
Just because of his jump shooting?
Just the jump shooting, yeah. And
You already have
Vassell's a
Fox.
damn good defender.
Yeah, I mean, he's good.
Better than Castle.
Well, I mean,
Right
Vassell's
now.
he's like a third-year guy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a rookie here.
I don't disagree, but at the same time, Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle would be a fucking fantastic backcourt to build around.
Exactly.
But
This
the
might
Spurs,
be
the Spurs can do that
craziest-
too.
Craziest offseason
The Spurs could fucking do
forever.
Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, and Wemby and build that for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
Where
but you have Fox, though. You just traded for Fox. Why would you draft a point guard like...
get the fuck out of here, De'Aaron.
We just traded for you.
We got a 10-year
You're
plan.
going to
bro.
Milwaukee.
We got a 10-year plan, bro. Have a good time in Wisconsin, bitch.
Nah. If you're trading for Giannis, you want that veteran point guard in there, obviously.
For sure. I do think that's best for them as well.
It's what it's gonna be. Number 2, Castle probably, Keldon Johnson, and some Hawks picks.
I think you still need contract.
True.
But I'm sure they have something.
But I'm sure they have cap
But
space
also,
too.
like, it'd have to be a 3-teamer, bro, because Bucks are second apron.
Yeah, it's
It'd
gonna
be complicated
difficult.
trade. Like,
Shit's gonna be interesting.
For sure.
Speaking about the playoffs right now, though.
Yeah. You want to talk about Knicks Celtics?
Yeah,
We're watching it right now. Shout out.
a dropper I have, who's actually having a great game right now, but Jaylen Brown. He's
Yeah,
averaging less points on worse efficiency. Bro's averaging more turnovers than assists. He's got a negative assist to turnover ratio.
which is insane.
Which, like, I know I'm not looking for Jaylen Brown to play make, but come on, bro.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has not been fantastic. Jason Tatum, I wouldn't call him really a dropper, but before the injury, of course, he wasn't playing to the full capabilities of Jason Tatum. Just mental mistakes.
Game 4, though, he was dropped 42 before the injury.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's hooping, but
And
he
no
also
help.
made a few mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
He had some
dire
bonehead plays.
mistakes.
Like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Drive the ball on Brunson. Stop taking the pull-up mid-range fade.
Yes. But Mikal Bridges has kind of been statistically a pretty bad dropper, man. He has not shot the ball well in these playoffs. I know he's had some clutch defense and some clutch shots.
Yeah.
But statistically, in the regular season, he was putting up 17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 50% from the field, 35% from 3. In the playoffs, he's only shot 29% from 3 and 45% from the field on like 5.5 attempts as well. So just not looking the same from that arc out there.
Yeah. On the other hand, I don't know about the stats, but OG, I feel like he's been playing, having a great playoffs, especially this series against the Celtics.
The stats not necessarily showing it, but he's definitely been a riser in my opinion, even if it's just the energy.
Yeah.
Same with Russell Westbrook.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when he's on, it's the same thing as like Mitchell Robinson. When he's on the court, he's causing problems for the other team. Like,
his defense has been surprisingly
yeah.
very good.
I do want to talk about some other guys that are not in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, man, they were dookie dog shit.
Hero was especially hot ass.
And at first, I was gonna give them an excuse. They're playing the Celtics, motherfucker. The Knicks,
the Cavs.
They played the Cavs, motherfucker. The Pacers,
Pacers are cooking.
The Pacers cooked the Cavs, bro. No,
Yeah.
I'm playing.
I mean, shit, on offense they did.
But nah. Tyler Hero shot 41% from the field, 31% from 3 in the playoffs, which is just bad.
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo, 43% from the field. How can you do that, brother?
I mean, shit. Was he a dropper after that regular season though?
Yes, he was. He shot 49% from the field in the regular season. He also had 3 turnovers a game in the playoffs. It was only 4 games, but damn, brother, that's bad.
Yeah.
You're a center, shooting 40% on getting 3 turnovers. What are you doing out there?
Very bad.
Austin Reeves, bro, played like shit.
Really?
Yeah, 16 points, 41% from the field, 31% from 3 on 9 attempts a game.
That is pretty bad.
Bro's making less than 3 threes a game, shooting 9 threes.
Especially when LeBron was like, hey, their third best player's got to guard Austin Reeves. You got all that attention taken off you with Bron and Luke out there, and you still can't shoot efficiently.
You can't hit the shots. James Harden, certified playoff bitch. Sorry to say it, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
Game
7, 2 for 8. You can't say shit about that.
Yeah, with 4 points.
Had a great Game 6.
He did, but another guy who could not shoot the ball. I mean, he couldn't shoot the ball all year long, so I don't know if I'd call that a dropper, but
He is a guy who's going to take a lot of shots, like Trae Young-esque, where you're not always going to expect him to be efficient. But he is such a great playmaker that you just live with it, I guess.
yeah. A riser, though, that's not in the playoffs anymore. Just wanted to shout out my boy, Amen Thompson, bro.
Yeah.
Playoff riser. 16 points per game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 50% from the field, damn near 2 blocks and 2 steals a game in the 7 games he played in the playoffs. So, shout out Amen. Small sample size, but he's a playoff riser.
He did come out playing with that great energy.
Fantastic energy.
Not going to do anything dumb. Played good, smart basketball.
Insane lockdown defense.
Yeah.
As well as you can against Steph Curry.
Shit. For sure.
You got any more?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned Ty Jerome earlier. Another guy that they kind of needed was DeAndre Hunter, especially in these playoffs. He did miss that one game, but when he came back, especially with Garland hurt,
Yeah.
Mitchell nursing that ankle, they needed someone to step up. Jerome didn't, and Hunter didn't, and those are the two guys you're looking to.
I feel
And that's
like
one of the main reasons, besides the injuries, that
Ty Jerome, he
they fell out,
definitely was a disappointment.
for sure.
DeAndre Hunter, I guess I didn't necessarily. Of course, he had some great scoring outbursts in
He
the
averaged like
regular
20 a
season.
game.
I personally just wasn't expecting him to be doing the same things in the playoffs.
I mean, shit, he's
I
getting
thought
outplayed by Aaron Nesmith.
Aaron
And
Nesmith is damn good.
Is damn good, you're right. But on the offensive end, I'm expecting DeAndre Hunter to
Hey, bro, Aaron Nesmith was like a
better.
top 7 pick, bro.
Yeah.
He was
So?
good. No, I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
So,
I'm trolling.
I'm talking about this season, DeAndre Hunter's been a better offensive player.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Playoffs come around.
I always
And
thought
he's getting
DeAndre
bitched
Hunter was
by
more
Benedict
the
Mathurin.
cherry on top. Benedict Mathurin's better than DeAndre Hunter now. Come on now.
This playoffs,
In my opinion, he's just the better player.
really? What does he do better?
I think he's just a better player, brother. I think
Just
he's
overall. I feel like they're right in the same
I think-
range, same tier.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like if Benedict Mathurin he's in a great situation, but
He still has that little bit of like rawness,
yes,
which makes him fun to watch.
he's definitely a
like,
better defender. Like,
Oh, defense.
I think offensively they're this close.
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
I think DeAndre Hunter's a little bit more polished.
Definitely.
Definitely trust him more as a shooter, but I feel like Benedict Mathurin can really create his own shot a little bit more than DeAndre Hunter can.
I do love seeing him get to the rim.
Benedict Mathurin?
Yeah.
Yes. Great driver.
Crazy finishes.
Electric, finisher. Like,
for sure.
pause. But
Yo.
someone who's low-key been a dropper, man, Chet Holmgren a little bit.
Oh, weird.
Dude's shooting 41% from the field in the playoffs so far. Of course, his defense has been great, but you're 7 fucking feet tall. You can't shoot 40% from the field, my man.
Hey, while we're on the Thunder,
Shea.
is Shea considered a playoff dropper?
He's a dropper, bro. I mean,
He's had
dude's shooting 23% from 3 right now on 6 attempts.
yeah.
He shot 30
He's
fucking
getting
8%.
forced to shoot threes, and it's definitely taking a hit on his efficiency and his scoring overall.
I mean, he's taking the same amount of threes as he did in the regular season.
No, he didn't take 6 threes in the
Yes, he
regular
did.
season, did he?
You want the proof, brother?
Maybe I was looking at his last year's playoff stats instead of this year's stats.
Regular season, Shea,
Yeah.
5.7 attempts from 3. In the playoffs,
I mean, he's shooting the same amount of free throws. But
well, he's never the free throw thing was always kind of blown out of proportion.
yeah.
He's just not hitting his shots. Unfortunately, he's only shooting 43% from the field as well.
He's a tough shot taker.
In the regular season, he was hitting the shots.
It's not like he's been crazy bad, though.
No, not at all. It's just the efficiency has dropped
Yeah.
quite a bit.
And I think if he did have a real point guard next to him, that might help a little bit.
Like
at the end
Josh
of the
Giddey? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, not like Josh Giddey. Point guard that can shoot. But at the end of the day, he is like a 6'6" scoring guard. He's not really a point guard at the end of the day.
No.
It would probably benefit him to have a guy that can set up the offense and not just him ISO every single play.
That's their whole offense, though,
Exactly.
which does
Which
get a
it
little
hurts.
bit
It
frustrating
hurts
to
him.
watch.
Because he, at the end of the day, he goes and takes a contested 18-foot mid-range jumper, which, yeah, that's what he's been hitting all year. But,
That's not the shots you want in the playoffs.
yeah, the reason he's shooting 43% from the field. Because he's taking those shots. But I did have him on my drop it list.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's going to do it for me with
I'll say that's everybody I
risers
have
and
as well,
droppers.
man.
All right, so assuming we get Knicks Pacers,
Yep.
and then what are we going to get? Timberwolves. Who do you think is going to win? Nuggets or
I mean,
Thunder?
they're both up 3-1.
I'm saying Nuggets Thunder, though.
I'm taking the Thunder.
I'm taking the Nuggets.
You think they're going to come back down from 3-1?
I think they're going to win at home in Game 7. I mean, I know Jokic lost Game 7 last year, but it's just hard to pick against him.
It is hard to pick against them, especially because they've been right there in those
Yeah.
games, and I think it's on them that they lost.
On the other hand, that MPJ injury though, it might cost him. He's got a fucking
Hoop through it, man.
massive whatever it is on his shoulder. He had a great game 4, I believe,
Yeah, I think we watched that together.
but last game he couldn't hit shit. Yeah, I think if anybody stepped up for him last game, because
Jamal
Jokic
Murray,
had such
brother.
a crazy game. If he stepped up last game, they would have won. They would have been up 3-2 going to home to Game 6. Not like he had a horrible game, but I think he's
No.
got like 10 for 27.
Jamal's got to step up if they want to win this series.
Yeah, but he's got some great defenders on him.
He does, unfortunately. Case and Wallace, Shea.
Anybody, Caruso, Ludor.
Yeah, Caruso, Ludor.
You know, like-
you can keep going.
Exactly. So I'm not really looking for him. It's been Aaron Gordon. MPJ's gonna have to hit his shots. I mean, a 35 ball from Jamal would be nice, but
Do wonders.
shit. Shea versus Ant would be nice. Ant versus Jokic. We're getting
Finally gonna get the
Halliburton
Aura
versus
Bowl,
Brunson.
bro. Finally gonna get the Aura Bowl in the West.
Who's got more aura?
Not gonna lie though, just now that we're speaking, I brought up the West.
Yeah.
If motherfucking Giannis gets traded to the West, bro, we need to abolish the conferences at that point.
You think so?
'Cause, brother,
We can have the Hawks in the playoffs.
what
and
is the
fucking,
point of conferences at that point? Like, genuinely, it needs to be considered at least somehow restructuring these conferences.
There was a report where he wants to stay in the East. Did you see that?
How?
Giannis wants to stay in the East. He might get traded to the Raptors.
He said he wanted no income tax. That
I don't know
basically
what Toronto's
leaves.
doing.
They tax like a motherfucker
Yeah, I
in
thought
Canada.
so. The Nets.
No, that's
Yeah.
Brooklyn, New York.
I know.
I'm saying the only
Chicago.
teams. Pretty sure that's income tax.
Probably, yeah.
Let me finish. The only teams would be the Texas teams
Dallas,
and the
yeah.
Miami Heat.
He's not going to Miami.
That's what I'm saying, though. The Florida, Texas, and maybe like the Memphis Grizzlies.
Orlando. Just kidding. No.
That would be
negative
disgusting.
spacing. Negative spacing. Yeah. No, I mean,
Hey,
if
bro,
he gets traded,
if you're
he's
the
gonna end up
Magic,
in
are
the
you
West.
trading Paolo for fucking
No.
Giannis? No.
No,
It's Giannis
not.
Antetokounmpo,
Yeah, but
bro.
what are you gonna do? Be the fucking 6th, 5th seed and just get eliminated in the second
Fifth
round?
seed with Giannis and Franz?
Fuck, like
I
so.
don't know, man.
I mean, what team is better, the Bucks this season with Giannis or
Be the The Magic have a better roster.
Yeah, but do they? I mean,
I
yeah, a
mean,
little bit. They're still gonna. They're still not better than
not
the
for
Pacers,
Giannis,
Knicks, or
but-
Cavs or Boston though.
Ooh,
Yeah, Brunson's cooked. Shit.
is that his bad ankle?
Oh,
Ooh,
don't show that replay. Hopefully he's fine.
He looks
We don't
to be
need another
fine.
injury.
he looks to be fine.
But
Oh, I feel
Giannis
like
is
his
going to the
ankle
West.
bone literally just touched floor. That is fucking disgusting. He's
If
walking
only
around.
Curry had the ankle to Jalen Brunson.
Didn't Brunson already have a bum ankle?
Yeah,
He's just so fucking shot up on fucking cortisol. He didn't even feel that shit.
exactly.
Cortisol, cortisone,
Whatever
they
it
both
is.
exist. I don't know which one athletes use, but
Whatever. They get in some injections.
I mean, it's looking like Celtics are going to win this game unless the Knicks have another 20-point comeback in the next 10 minutes, which I was going to say I doubt, but the Knicks have done it.
yeah. No, I think the Knicks close it out at home.
You think
Game
so?
6.
Game
Shit, if it
6.
goes to Game 7 in Boston, you really never know. But I don't see Brunson giving them a chance to win in New York.
I mean,
Game
if you were
6.
Tibbs right now, are you taking your starters out?
No. I mean, they've blown 4 20-point leads already. That's what they've known for.
Brunson
They've got to
has
miss
a bum
15
ankle,
threes in a row.
like-
Tibbs playing Derrick Rose when they're up by 12 with 30 seconds left in a playoff game in round 1. You think he's going to take out his starters?
Is that when he got hurt?
Yeah. That's when he tore his
How does he
ACL.
not learn his lesson, though?
Hey, he thinks anything can happen.
That's
He's not wrong in today's NBA.
I mean, you're
12
not
years
wrong,
ago,
but-
nah. Take Derrick Rose out.
yeah.
That guy's still going to be an MVP.
I'm curious who you think would win in a Knicks Pacers series, though, man.
I'd have to go with the Knicks in 7.
Have to go with the Knicks in 7.
They got Brunson
I think I'd take the Pacers, man.
just because of depth.
I think they're just who I'm riding with. I don't have a real fundamental reason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. I'd rather have Brunson, Halliburton. Taking Cat over Miles Turner. You look at the wings. Siakam's great, but you have OG and Macau. to play defense on those wings that like Nemhard and Matherin. You can slow them down.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm looking at it. But the Pacers just play such great team
Team
basketball.
basketball, man.
I think it's going 7.
Like, as good as your defense is, team basketball can beat it every time. Like, and that's just the truth of the situation. And the offense
fucking
is
Cavs defense
ridiculous.
kind of stinks, though, if I'm being honest. When their perimeter, they have no perimeter defense. I'm watching Ty Jerome guard out there. They go by him every single time.
This was my
DeAndre Hunter,
initial.
like you said, he's not a good defender. Darius Garland, especially hurt. They're going right by him every time.
Yeah. Darius Garland's a bad defender, bro. I mean, I said before, I didn't like how the Cavs were constructed.
I think a lot of it is injuries, though. Like, you can't count out, like, they were missing
But
Mobley,
even when they all
Hunter,
came back in, what was it, Game 5?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, Game 4, they still lost. They all came back and they lost.
But Mitchell's hurt, too. Like, they're playing hurt.
Yeah.
Like, everyone in your starting lineup's hurt, and Allen was kind of playing bad. Because they were getting right to the rim, and Jared Allen wasn't stopping shit. He's supposed to be a rim protector with Mobley out there. Nothing to take away from the Pacers, but
No,
just what I've seen. It's going to be great Eastern Conference Finals.
it is.
Probably the least expected.
Man,
but
I
great.
think the Timberwolves are going to make a finals run, man.
Even if they face
Even if they face the Thunder.
Really?
I think Anthony Edwards is going to will them to it, man.
With that defense, though?
They have a damn good fucking defense themselves over there.
Yeah, but the Thunder...
Anthony Edwards is beating the number 1 defense in the league right now, statistically. The Warriors.
That's fake-ass number 1 defense, I'm sorry.
I mean, since in the regular season, post All-Star, they are the number 1 defense in the league.
Thunder have a better defense.
Thunder have a great defense, yeah, but let's not say that the Warriors have a fake-ass good
I'm not
defense.
saying they have a fake-ass defense.
They have a great
but
defense.
They don't have the
Literally,
number 1 defense in the league.
top 5.
Like, defensive rating, sure.
Yeah.
They play a great scheme. Steve Kerr's a great defensive coach.
I just think Anthony Edwards
I'm just taking the personnel on
I think Anthony Edwards
Thunder.
can get into the paint on anybody. And that's all he has to do.
I mean, shit. McDaniel's going to keep having to shoot.
Yeah, for sure. Julius Randle's going to continue having to play the best basketball
I don't think
of his
Randall's
career.
having the series that he's having right now against the Thunder, to be honest.
I'd like to
With
see.
Chet and Ihart.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a lot harder for him. But
Maybe a big test. That's why I'd rather see the Nuggets, to be honest. Get that rematch.
I mean, in that rematch, I'm still taking the Timberwolves.
Taking the Timberwolves. I'm taking the Nuggets.
Rudy Gobert's going to hit a fucking fade away. Turn around, fade away. They fucking seal the series again.
Fucking fuck you, Rudy Gobert fadeaway.
Very rare occurrence, brother.
Personally, I think this has been top 5 playoffs that I've ever witnessed in my life, though, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. Just out of unexpectedness, great playoff moments.
There's been a lot of LeBron playoffs in our lifetimes, brother.
Yeah, but that's just fucking him destroying Toronto and
Dude,
running through the
he
East
hit fucking
4-1.
some crazy fucking game winners
Against the
on
Pacers,
Toronto.
too, yeah. No, that 2018 Brown, that guy was different. If J.R. Smith doesn't do that one game, they might take a game, take some more fucking momentum, and beat
for
the
real,
fucking
though.
Warriors.
They honestly could have, but fucking... Let's not say J.R. Smith. George Hill missed 2 free throws, bro.
2 free throws is crazy.
To win the game.
Yeah.
Either way, it has been a very, very fun playoff so far. A lot of close games, game winners.
I'm excited for this
Like you
Nuggets
said,
Thunder Game 7.
unexpected.
I know they're going to
I
Game
was
6
gonna say
right now,
it's gonna
but
be Game
shit,
6 right now.
I'm excited for that Game 7.
If it happens,
It's going to happen.
I don't know, man.
Shit. If I come back next week and it don't happen,
What you gonna do?
I'm going to be like, wow.
Yeah,
I cannot believe Nikola Jokic lost Game 6 at home.
get that wow loaded up, bro, because there's a very.
It's going to be a big wow. If that shit. You want to bet on it?
Nah, I might. I feel like there's a few bets that we already forgot about that we gotta go back in and cash out on, brother.
Yeah. We got to do a looking back at our 2025 bets
Big facts, actually. I don't think we'll have enough, actually,
to make it a short.
True. All right, though. I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah,
Do we
yeah.
have any ideas for next week's pod?
Hey, we'll see what happens.
Facts.
It was a nice jam-packed episode. A lot of shit that happened this week with the
Yeah,
lottery, trade rumors, and the playoffs. So
I feel like there's a lot of trade rumors we didn't even talk about, but that's for another episode because off season ain't here yet.
exactly.
All right, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you watching these playoffs with us so far.
Yeah.
Drop a comment. Whatever you want to say. I don't know. Who your favorite playoff riser and biggest disappointment in the playoffs have been so far. Any Jason Tatum fans, if we do go with that thumbnail, I apologize.
Hey,
But nah.
share this with y'all friends.
Facts.
Leave a like.
Subscribe. Whatever. Any support helps, guys. We appreciate y'all.
See y'all next week.
Have a good night.